Hello ladies and gentlemen, here we are at MAGFest 2013 as I come up on the actual convention center where it's being held at. A little bit of a trek down here. Actually it takes about an hour and a half depending upon traffic, but not too bad. So we're going to go ahead and check out, see what's going on, my first MAGFest, and we'll get back to you. At this point in the video we're going to do a voiceover simply because with all the noise in the background and whatnot, it's simply impossible to hear me speak and say anything, so I apologize for any camera angles that you may find uncomfortable or whatnot, simply because I'm trying to shoot a lot of this footage on the go. As you can see, there's a lot of people around, and simply just trying to stand still and get a good shot was nearly impossible. So if you went to MAGFest, you pretty much knew how the vendor area went. It was very busy, very nice. There was a screw attack table there that had the Angry Video Game Nerd CDs on sale. DVDs rather. Here was another table with some more games and some more items up for sale. There was a lot of stuff there. Some of it was crafted, some of it was kind of retro, some of it was really old. You'll see some footage of old Game Boys later on in this video that were retro priced at 150 bucks. But for the most part you really can't blame them because A, these Game Boys were in pretty good shape, and B, back in the day that's what they were. So for the most part, the vendor area was pretty good. I found a lot of different neat things that were there. I've seen some t-shirts that were done. The t-shirt shop that does the Game Grumps, they had their own table there. They had various different t-shirts that were for sale. So for the most part, yeah, it was a really pleasant experience walking around this area. Like I said, I apologize for not being able to stand still and giving you guys a good shot. Now there's something retro right there. I apologize for not getting a good shot for a lot of this stuff, simply because, yeah, I mean, it was just so bloody busy. But for the day I had here, it was pretty fun and entertaining. A lot of vendors didn't even really mind me shooting. They were just like, hey, whatever, it's free publicity, right? It was mainly just trying to be able to move around and get some good shots. There were some areas where it was definitely possible, where there were a few people. Other than that, though, it was pretty tight. Some shops really had some good stuff up for sale, and of course people kind of flocked to those tables. Now this was in one big room. Now on the other side of the room was an arcade, and on the other side of that was the autograph area. So this was just one part. Unfortunately, I didn't record the arcade area. Well, it was mainly dark, so what can I really show you that would have been different right there? You would have just seen a little bit of lights and the light from the arcade games. But that too was pretty well laid out and pretty amazing. So I really enjoyed that aspect. Here we have some Minecraft heads, if you so choose, or some pillows, whatever they were. Now this table was rather neat. It had a lot of PlayStation 2 games. Had some Dreamcast games and some Game Boy games. This was the table that actually had the Game Boys. And we're going to see them coming up right here. There we go. There's an old retro Game Boy, plus some Game Boy Colors, and some modded Game Boys. And they were going for $150 a piece. I mean, it is what it is. They are working systems that, you know, pretty much work to this day. There's some Dreamcast games. You got some PlayStation 2. We have a Neo Geo pad. When was the last time you saw one of those? So that was a pretty neat thing indeed. Now this was the tournament area. This was on the other side of the actual room itself with the vendor area. So here we have a bunch of people going ahead and taking part in whatever game they could. As you can see, you could actually go up and sit next to people and take part if you wanted to play a two-player game. I did not. I decided to shoot footage from afar. But they had tons of games. Now over there was the sign-up area for the tournaments that were going on. As you can see, a lot of people were flocking. And this is another area over here where you could play two-player with more folks. This was a very popular area. Of course, they had Mortal Kombat 2, which I found very alluring. This was a very popular area, and it was... Over here, at least I had a chance to stand still. This looks like the autograph area for Game Grumps. Holy crap, that line is ridiculous. I guess we ain't getting in there.
Crunchy water. That is a very crunchy water.
Hey, if a dinosaur is going to eat anything, make it a lawyer.
Can you do that with a little squish in there as well? Nice.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, that's the kind of direction you get sometimes, right? Make that little squishier. Oh, my favorite direction is more phlegm.
When you have a cold, that's an easy one.
Yeah. For me, it's always easy. I can blend more phlegm in your voice.
Able to hot
That's what I
lube
love
your
in
oil.
the Lord of the Rings game. Right. Yeah, more phlegm.
Nice. Oh, it's not connected anymore. Wait,
This is working really well.
Let's not talk yet. This plug worked fine last night. Anybody in my panel last night? Yeah. Pretty good. Or next to your mic. Yeah. Okay, let's try again. Okay, call again. And speakerphone. Give me the call letters of the TV station here in town. WJO. What's it? I can't ask a personal question on that. Good, damn it.
Hello, this is Ellen McClain. My number is 484-64205.
Don't write that down.
Thank you so much. Bye. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Ellen, hi. This is Jon St. along with Wes Johnson and some other folks here at a fabulous voice actors panel that we wish you were on. Don't we wish Ellen was here, everybody? Your fans are here, Ellen. Do they love you? Are they sad that you're not here? Just wanted you to know. Have a nice day. That's the nicest phone call I've ever done.
The ones you do for me are just asking for the money back, so I don't know.
I know, you never return my calls.
Or the money back.
Who's next? What's your name?
Nick.
Okay, from everybody who comes up to ask a question, no matter what your name is now. And so say hi, everybody, to Nick. Hi. Okay, what's your question, Nick?
What character did you do in Dota 2 and how did you get pulled onto that?
I wish I had the list with me right now, but I do 5 or 6 or 7. I think everybody in Dota 2 does multiple characters. Is it Dota 2 where I'm Admiral Kunkka, Axe, Bloodseeker, Enigma? Thank you. There's one more. I do 5, and I can't remember. I'll have a list with me in my panel tonight if you come to that. As a matter of fact, it's always so hard to remember when people ask me, what games are you on? I can't remember the games or the names of the characters, but I have them all written down. I'm going to recite them all tonight in my panel, so you'll know what games you've played that I'm on. So that's what I do in Dota 2. Jump up,
Step up to the mic there, Nick.
How did you get pulled onto the Dota 2 bandwagon?
Of course, Valve had used me and Ellen on many games, and so they sent out, they just called my agent and said, hey, basically, they have 100 characters on Dota 2, so they sent out a bunch of characters and said, do a bunch of reads, and they pulled me in for the characters that they thought was best. So it was basically just, they knew they were going to use me, but they wanted me to audition to figure out which characters they wanted me to do.
How did you meet Mike?
I'm sorry?